name is Pumi. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for choosing this video. I hope you stay. I hope you do interact with the red button, click subscribe. I hope you click the like button and you share this video. I'm a mom to a boy that just turned 2. And the reason why I am mentioning this is because here is the reason behind me sharing this video. Every time my boy turns a new age, I just relive his birth story. I go into my phone, I watch the content, all the videos, I go through his baby pictures and just be overwhelmed by God's grace. So today I've decided, let me just share the story. And this is mainly because it is such a very positive birth, and that does not mean I didn't go through long labor. It doesn't mean that some parts of this labor were painful. It just means it was far more easier than pregnancy to me, because my pregnancy was just filled with a lot of drama and things that I don't understand. If I was not in this medication, I was in that medication. We were watching pre-eclampsia. I don't even know I said that correct. I haven't been able to say that in the longest time. But anyway, it was just up and down. And the birth of my boy was far smoother and easier than pregnancy for me. I think the good part about this, I don't know why this makes me excited. The fact that I gave birth exactly on a date I was due. And I take that back. I think I know why that makes me happy. It's because I wasn't expecting that he will come exactly on that date. Hence, even my leave started a week after the week I was due, right? I remember when I went into labor, I was still very much at work. I was still left with 1 day to serve at work before I go on leave. Weird, I know. But he came on the exact day, and that made me happy. I don't know, it makes me happy. Because God answered all my prayers regarding how I want to give birth, the type of birth I want, and when everything should happen, or how everything should happen. I've always prayed that I don't want to go in labor at night. I didn't want that. I just didn't want to go through the dark roads, driving to the hospital. I just didn't want to rush at night going to the hospital. And number 2, I didn't want to go to the hospital in so much pain, not knowing where I'm tending, or do you understand? I just didn't want to have that dramatic drive to the hospital. I was not for that one. And I wanted to give birth on the exact date I wanted to, the date I was due. And I got exactly that, as well as I prayed for I prayed that I do not have long labor. I hear people going 72 hours, 3 days, people saying 4 days of labor. Mine was from that morning, and I don't even want to count the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because I was fully functioning, doing things myself, going where I needed to go. I was just fully present in everything that I was doing. No pain was distracting me anyway. My pain started just being crazy afternoon around 1, going into the morning of the following day, which is 10 to 5 or 5 to 5. So yeah, I didn't have a long labor. I didn't have a crazy labor. I didn't go through the dramatic thing of driving crazy to the hospital in the middle of the night. All those things I did not want, and God gave me the exact type of birth that I wanted, and it just went my way in so many ways. God favored me during that season, and wow, I could not be more thankful, more grateful. I don't know. I don't know. If I could boldly say I owe God anything for that moment, I would definitely say it any day. Because wow, he really came through. He was really gracious. He really blessed me in that season. So yeah, that is the reason why my birth is this story that I love visiting, revisiting, reliving, because it just went my way in so many ways. in so many ways. So yeah, it was August 2023 when I gave birth. It was the labor started on a Thursday. And on Thursday morning, 5 a.m., I woke up from my sleep because of a very sharp pain. And I said to myself, I've been through different kinds of pains with different intensity, and this one is just different. It's just different. It was me laying in the bed thinking out loud, and it is truly different. I just decided to take a phone. I called the other party, which is the father of my child, because at that time I was at my aunt's house. And the reason why I was at my aunt's house, because she insisted that I should come to her house when I am about to give birth, because I've been saying I'm fine alone at my place. And also the reason why not my mom's house, because my mom lives 5 to 6 hours away from where I live. She's in KZN, South Africa, and I'm in Joburg, South Africa. It's a long drive, and she was working. She just couldn't make it at that time. And bless my aunt for holding it down. My aunt, which is my father's sister. Shout out to her for holding it down for my parents. Love her to be till today. So I called it the father of my child, and I said to him, I was woken up by a very intense pain, and I've experienced different kinds of pain in pregnancy, but this one is different. He says to me, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. And I'm thinking, this is the beginning of our labor. He's like, are you real? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, cool. And I said to him, I'm just gonna try and sleep. If it wakes me up again, I'll let you know, let everybody know, and we'll just monitor the situation as the day progresses. I sleep, I think for an hour, because I woke up at 6. Woke up at 6 and the pain levels have increased a bit. And I was like, okay, this is definitely what I think it is. I don't know much about this because I'm a first-time mom, but I think it's indicating indicating labor. Cool. I called the father of my child again. I let him know it was cool. I think because my aunt is an early riser, she came in at some point very early, and I said to her, I'm feeling pains, very intense pains, and I think labor has started. My aunt is like, for real? I was like, yeah. And I just, during there, I just got the inclination of finishing off packing my bag. My bag was ready just for me to add the last few stuff, then I close it off. So I did that, and then I called my midwife, and I said to her, because I had seen her earlier that week, maybe around Monday or Tuesday, and she said, the baby's in the right position, but it doesn't look like it has gone like really down, you know. But if you come back our next session this week, I think it was 2 days later or 3 days later, I will have to help with activating labor. Sort of like swap my vagina, if I can't remember, first my cervix. If I remember properly, I can't remember now. Forgot all the terms after giving birth. I just control alt deleted everything. I'll need to start again if I have a child. But yeah, I called her. I was like, I'm having like crazy pains, but because we have an appointment today, I'm just gonna come through to you. I want you to look at me, tell me what is it, are we starting this process or what's going on? And she's like, okay, cool, do that, just get ready now and come through. Doesn't matter what time we have our appointment, just come through right away. I was like, cool, shot. Then I got ready, left the house, I went straight to my midwife. We get there, she's like, oh, okay, cool. Baby is like really down now. Maybe that's where we're going. Just go back home for now. Let's see how everything goes. Just let me know if there are any big changes or anything. Just call me anytime you feel like you can't take this or anything. Just call me. I'll prepare and let's meet her up at the hospital. I'm like, oh, good, short. By the time I went home, which now it is around almost to 2 afternoon. I don't really remember, but it was the afternoon times. I got it, maybe it was like 1, 2, something. I got home, my aunt's house. I call my mom, and my mom says, she's kind of like excited and all. She was laughing at me thinking about it. My mom laughs at everything. Laughs at everything. She's cool like that. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, yo, I think this is it, girl. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. What are you feeling? She's busy naming me about what am I feeling, how am I feeling, and everything like that. So I'm on the call with her because the pain has increased now. I'll put my head like this and put my hands like this and put my head on my hand and start running with my legs so that I can just get through that, and then continue talking to my mom. And then when another one comes, back to the same exercise, I remember not finishing the call with her because in the middle of our call and all that movement, leg movement and stuff, my water just went, it broke. I felt like I was peeing myself. I was like, oh, my water just broke. I ended the call with my mom. I ran to the bathroom. I opened the tap. While the water is running, I call my midwife and say, oh, my water broke. And my midwife was like, oh, good shot. Just get yourself dressed, come straight to the hospital. My mind just went to just go and bath. I went into the bathroom. I took off all the things that I had. While I was just doing that, my aunt came because she was just going out a little bit to get some veggies. And she comes back and she was like, I saw your missed calls, what's going on? I'm like, my water broke and I think I'm in labor. Oh, she went in a panic mode. Whoa, get out of there. Dress, let's go. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? At this point now I'm chill because when my water broke, there was a bit of relief. The pain levels just went to mild, tolerable. It was just like easy pain now. I was like, okay. I was worried, why is she all over the place panicking and stuff? And later I got to realize why. Because she says with her, if her water broke, then it means in no time she'd be giving birth. So maybe she thought that was the case with me too. I'm like, okay, cool. I dress up and make sure that I don't leak on the car seats on my way. She gave me a fleece to wrap around things I was wearing so that it can hold any excess water coming out. Cool, that was fine. We drove all the way to the hospital. When I got there, my midwife was not there here at Spark. The doula was, which was great. She showed me where I should put my bag, gave me the room, and then I changed into the hospital gown. And she was just asking me, how are you feeling? How's the pain? And I was telling her, okay, before the water broke, the pains were really, really hard. But now that my water broke, it has gone down a bit. I'm having proper conversation, I'm talking. I wasn't doing anything funny in the car, I was just driving to the hospital, everything was just okay. At the hospital, I got in the room, I do the paperwork, and then I change, and then the father comes, my child comes, and then we're just having a conversation. All of us, we're just talking about random things. Then my midwife came. She then we just talked just to gauge where I'm at in terms of pain and everything. She's just talking about the baby name. She was asking, do you guys have the baby name already? I was like, yeah, we do have. And then we shared the name with her. My aunt was gone by this time. We shared the baby name with her. She was like, oh, in Setswana it means Isisutu, which is the baby daddy's tribe. What it is in Zulu. Yeah, we just had that conversation, just talking about everything and anything. And she was telling me how what to expect, because no matter how much content or how much a person can tell you, this is how it normally is. The process of giving birth is just different to every mother out there, every individual. It's just not the same. Some go through it via third-party surrogacy, some go through it via C-section, some go the vaginal birth. It's just different. Even pains and how everything just progresses along the labor journey. It's just different to everybody. So she was just giving me the basics, what to expect, because I was the first timer, and I'm glad she walked me through that. She's been walking me through that, but I'm glad that we had to revisit that again that time. And then after that, the baby daddy the father of my child went out to get me food, some drinks, some water, Pirates, energy drinks, and some fast food that I could eat. And I ate. I think they encouraged me to eat because they said it sort of just gives the baby some strength and power to keep, pushing, working with me in this process of trying to get him out. And then I got to do my first check. And like, okay, get on the bed now. Let's see what's going on, like how far you are in terms of dilation. And I was like, okay, good things start now. And then they checked me, and I was 4 centimeters at that time. This is around 4 to 5, 6 evening. Yes, I think so. And I was 4 centimeters, like, oh, okay. I was like, yo, this is a long way. And then my midwife said to me, by 4-ish in the morning, you'll be done. Baby will be out, you'll get some rest. I'm like, wait, I'm still going to go until 4? Already the pain that I felt before I came here was crazy. If I'm going to feel more, something bigger than that, am I even ready for this? What is going on? Am I going to make it? I was so low-key scared. I got checked again around 8 to 9, but still I have not really progressed that much. So we're like, okay, cool. Now it's time to put on some shoes. Let's go and get some exercises, put in some work, get on the ball, bounce, do some squats. Let's go outside for a walk, do some stairs so that we can just help this process go a little bit faster for you. That I do not have a problem with. I really enjoyed that because it sort of kind of took my mind, my focus at others' situation, this pain. I got to do something else while the pain continues, and I wasn't really focused on how much or how painful it is. So we do those exercises, we do it with the baby daddy helping me, going, and it was cool, it was nice. But I think it got to a point where I don't like my midwife. Like, she's cool, bless her soul, but it got to that point where I don't want her. Because I think, what activated? I think it was the second time when they had to swap my, what do you call it, as a cervix? Or, whatever that is. They had to swap it again to help. Oh my Lord. That thing was so painful. Oh, no one can ever give me money or pay me to go through that process again. It is so painful. I was just screaming, like, what are you doing? It felt like some fire from 8th hell, if there's an 8th hell deep down there. Because I was like, oh my God, this is so painful. I almost cried there. I almost cried. And the other sister that was there was also kind of helping at the hospital, was sort of kind of helping. And my doula was there being nice, helping me go through the process. It's around the night. I felt so tired. I was just tired. I was just tired of going through pain. Everything. I remember saying to them, Yazi, now I don't mind anything that's happening here. All I want to do is take a nap. Can you just, guys, allow me to take a nap? Can you give me anything that will lower the level of this pain so that I can at least get a nap? I'm tired. I just need to close my eyes for 30 minutes. I was begging for 30 minutes of sleep. We're like, yeah, we can let you sleep. That's if you can sleep. Okay. I remember I got into a bed and they pull up the hospital sheets for me to cover myself and sleep. I remember saying to them, but I can't sleep. I don't know. That moment felt like I was sleeping, but I was not sleeping. I could feel the pain. It wasn't going, like, hey, I was just going through it. I was just going through it at this point. But my midwife was there, so nice, supportive. They blacked the room for me to sleep. They put on some nice chill music for me to sleep. I had to try and sleep and calm down. And then after that, it was just hell. The pain was just crazy. It was just crazy. I remember they even gave me an oxygen mask to put on, kind of like breathe through the pains. And all I could do was take them out and then take it away from my face. And I was just, I was going through it. They were so funny afterwards, After you've lived that part, when you look back to it, you laugh at yourself. Like, what was going on here? It's so funny. Yeah, and then they said, we need to check you again. I was like, no, I don't want to be checked again. I don't want to be checked because the last check was so painful because it also included the swab on the vagina, on the cervix. I don't know which part of swab. I can't remember for real now. But I was like, no, I don't want to be done. But it has to. And they said to me, it has to be done. We need to check how far you are now. Because that was well into the night. And then they checked me and like, you are 8 centimeter. I'm there. I was like, oh my God. I'm at the end of this. I remember being so happy inside that I'm at the end of this. Because I was feeling movies. I was seeing stars already. I was so happy that I was at the end of this thing. They checked me. They confirmed that it was 8 centimeter. I was so happy. And they were like, let's just get you walking a little bit. Let's just keep bouncing on the ball a little bit. And then they start preparing the bed. They start preparing everything. I was like, I'm so happy. When I saw those little preparations, I was like, oh yeah, we are finally there. We are finally there. It is past midnight now. They say, you look ready. Are you ready to push? They're asking me. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I was just saying ready because maybe I was just tired. I didn't know whether I'm ready for real or anything. But it felt like I wanted to poop now. I wanted to poop now. And all along, my doula has been amazing, massaging my back, putting me in a shower. I did so many things to do the pain, if I may say. It was amazing. It was cool. And yeah, at around 4:50, 4:55, around there. Can't remember properly now. Yes, but I think it was definitely 5 to 5. I gave birth to my baby boy. Oh, so nice. And I could hear him cry. He cried and they put him right on me. He was being... I'm like, boy, I can see you like food. You were doing movements. You were playing with your jaws. You like food. He's so cute. He was so cute. I held him. I think when I held him, when they put it on my chest and there, I was like, I'm really a mom. He's here. There I was tired. I was only calling for water. I could feel he was sliding off. They sort of like had to remind me that, okay, hold him. And I held him. They pushed him back nicely. And even the other party here, the dad is so like shocked because he's here for real. He's here. That was so nice. It was lucky nice. Yeah, I was shocked. I kept on asking for water because I was thirsty at that time. I was thirsty for water. I felt like I hadn't drunk water in months. I was calling for water. My mouth was dry. And I don't know why you guys are laughing at that girl on Facebook. I don't know why you guys were laughing at that lady. Because my mouth was dry as hers, to be honest. It was dry as hers. Next time I remember to bring lip balm and ask that my lips be moisturized every 15 minutes. Because what the hell is that? Anyways, we took out the placenta. I got stitched where I needed stitches. Everything was good, cleaned, and had to move for them to clean. But my eyes were slowly shutting down because I was very tired. And I know why I was asking for 30 minutes of nap earlier. It's because I've been up since 5-6ish in the morning the previous day. So until that time I gave birth, I had not slept, and I was traveling, to see my midwife coming back, going to the hospital. It was a bit of a distance from my grand's house to these points. So from my aunt's house, I call her granny, so yeah. It was a distance from the house to both these points. That's why I was so tired. And I remember I was just chilling there. They were talking that the baby father is helping the father dress after they were done measuring and doing the necessary stuff. I remember he was crying so loud. He was trying to dress him. They're showing him how to dress him, how to put on stuff. But I was just like there, tired. I could see all these things happening, but I was so tired. All I wanted was to sleep. I was happy the baby is there, but if you gave me a baby at that time, I was going to say no. I just want to sleep. And yes, I got a chance to sleep. And baby was good next to me. It came to breastfeeding, which is a story for another day. And then later that day, after giving birth, Saturday that is, I went home. After being checked and everything. I went home. I was cleared to go home, and we've been in this process for 2 years of being practical parents, myself being the mother, and it's been nice. It's been challenging. It's been financially demanding, obviously, time demanding. And yeah, man, but it's been an amazing journey. I love it. I loved it. I am loving it, and I know I'm still going to love it. For me, the first few months are not my favorites of a baby. No, just after 6 months, that's when I really got to enjoy having a child, and I think it's because I was traumatized by postpartum. Also, I wasn't prepared on postpartum how it could be. I was just not prepared. So yeah, that's why I advocate for women to be more prepared for postpartum and stuff like that. So if you can prepare in any way, do prepare, ladies. Do look out for information. But I'm going to tell you this, like I said in the beginning, no amount of blogs, articles, magazines, midwife advice can actually tell you what birth is or how birth feels like, because this process is different with each and every mother out there. Different in so many ways. As much as it is great to watch content, to read, to inform yourself, do keep it in your mind that this experience is your experience and it's going to be your experience alone. There will be common things, similarities. There will be moments that you share with other mothers, but it's going to be your own experience, your own journey. And I hope it be a beautiful journey. And I know of mothers who experience horrors in their stories, and some are even deep. Some don't even come back with their babies. But I hope that they are encouraged by such stories, my positive birth story and other ladies' positive birth stories. And this is like the main reason why I decided to share my story. It's because I know that internet doesn't have a lot of positive birth stories, and this is to just give faith to those who are still going to embark on this journey, and say you can get a positive outcome. You can get a positive experience. This experience, your now experience, if you've been in this experience before, can and will be very much different from the previous experience. I hope this story be an encouragement for a lot of women out there, and I hope the story be a story of a lot of families out there, especially the families who've lost babies in this process or lost loved ones in this process. Yeah, that's it for me. This is our video. Thank you for watching until the end. Happy Women's Day to women. We're still in the Women Month. Mommies, we love you, we see you. Thank you for the great work. Thank you. Thank you to all the women who are holding the banner for women out there, you know. This is it from me. Goodbye.